Hello, welcome back. Happy to see you. Always thank you for joining, subscribing, for sharing, and for commenting. And also, if you have any questions, if you need any guidance, you're always welcome to email me, and my email address is below the video. So, the video's title is Be Aware of Your Surroundings by the Galactic Federation of Light. And I always start out with a poem, which is a message that I receive from the Galactic Federation of Light. And the poem is called The Healing Color of Purple. The negative energies are stronger than you know, whereas purple balances that energy flow. Wear purple wherever you go. Plus crystals too. Black tourmaline or obsidian will do. Must be mindful of what goes on around you. No more blindly going out without checking first what's about. Protect yourselves through and through as they attack without warning you. Pay attention to your guides, they are always here. For you and I, giving you prompts or warnings too, so you don't receive those harmful negative energies. Be brave, be strong, be aware, it won't take long before you are singing your happy song. We love you. So it's written pretty much on all social media, and of course myself, that the negative energy is off the chart. It is stronger than it's ever been before, and it affects you in so many different ways. It can affect you mentally, emotionally, and or physically too. I'm most definitely a person who feels every single effect of negative energies. I think most people aren't even aware of themselves as much as I am aware of myself. I really don't know, but the point is, whether you feel it or not, it is there and it is affecting you negatively. And the only way you're really going to know that is when you become more aware of yourself. Check yourself every day and check yourself first thing in the morning. How do I feel? Do I feel negative? Do I feel depressed? Do I feel sad? Or am I happy? Now, if you feel sad, negative, or depressed, you have attracted negative energy, maybe during the night, or you went to sleep with it and didn't even know it. If you're feeling great, that's super. And then monitor your feelings always, because it affects you like that. There are so many videos and TV shows that carries massive amounts of negative energy, but you still watch or listen because it seems to have no effect on you. You are not aware of. Let me ask you this question. If you were given a cookie laced with poison, do you see the poison? No. So you eat it because it's super yummy, and just because it tastes good, but it doesn't mean it's good for you. You get sick, obviously. You could even die depending on how much poison you've been given. But I'm just trying to make a point here. So think about it, because it's the same thing when you're walking around. It doesn't matter at this moment how beautiful it is outside. If there's negative energy around, you don't want to go out there. So I always ask my higher self, is it safe to go out? If they say no, I'll even ask them, can I just drive around in my car? Sometimes it's a yes, and most of the time lately it's been no. And yes, I've been like, why? I need to get out. I want to go into nature. And they let me know why it's not good. And I'm going to share this experience that I've had just Friday night. Now, an old friend of mine that I haven't seen in a long time, who is a young guy and he happens to sell cars. And he had texted me and wanted to come by and visit. Normally I don't allow him or anybody to come over, but I asked my higher self it was okay, and they said it was fine, but that I should brush him with my selenite wand before he comes in the door. Well, unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. He just got a new car, wanted me to see it, so I went outside, came back in with him, forgot about my wand. So, no big deal, right? Well, it was a major big deal. Because negative energy, like I said, can affect you emotionally or physically. And I do get affected both ways. Before I explain all the ways that I've been affected, so you might be able to relate to them, I want to tell you what happened when he came over. So remember now, I haven't had any visitors like in months. And he was here not even, maybe not even 10 minutes. Maybe only 5 minutes. I don't know. Not very long at all. And I started to get stomach pains. And I'm thinking, what the heck did I eat? And then I got an attack. So I had to run to the bathroom. I'm sitting in the bathroom going, oh my God, here I have company. I feel like hell. And he just got here. And I'm all ready to send him home. So I had the runs so bad with major stomach pains. Now, I don't normally get those pains, but anyway, I do have pills. And normally when I take them, it's gone. But I took 2 different types of pills that usually help my stomach in seconds, and it didn't. So I sat down back on the couch, started talking to him again, and got attacked again and had to go run off to the bathroom. So I thought that was a little strange, and so I asked my higher self, is he carrying negative energy? And this is why I brought up he sells cars, because people come on the car lot. Well, obviously there's people that you work with too, but people do come on the car lot, so he could have picked up something from them. I don't know. Does he realize it? No, but I do. So I took out my selenite wand and I brushed him off and I saged him. And just like that, my stomach pains were gone. Didn't even need the pills. All I need to do is clear his negative energy. So you see, if it doesn't affect you physically, it's going to affect you emotionally. And you need to know this. Now, about 15 minutes ago, one of my friends sent me a message, and she started to get a little annoyed because she was driving around seeing Biden, vote for Biden stuff. So she started to think, that maybe Trump wasn't going to win. So, bam, just because she thought that, she carried negative energy. She sent me the message on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, and all I did was listen to like 2 minutes of it, and I got zapped again with negative energy. Now, Usually I don't get it in the stomach like that unless it's really intense. Like really intense. So it wasn't that intense. So I said my mantra, remember I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am sage selenite. So I could do my video and not spread negative energy to you guys. But you need to know this stuff. So these are things that have happened to me from negative energy. And the worst was happened on Friday night that I just told you. So one time I went to a spiritual church. I call it a church because people seem to, do gatherings like that and they call them churches, whatever. But it was spiritual, supposedly a bunch of very high spiritual minded people. And you never know. I don't care what people say, who they are, you don't know. So I go in there, sit down, and all of a sudden I see all over the walls demons. Now I can see things, and they look like paintings on the wall with really scary looking faces. And they actually blink their eyes at me and stuff. So first I saw the demons. I'm going, that's weird. I'm in a spiritual church. And then they started talking, and I'm in the front row, and all of a sudden my throat started to close and I couldn't breathe. And I'm sitting there going, well, it's rude to walk out during a service, and I'm in the front row, but who's more important, them or me, or what other people think? So I left. Now this was a couple of years ago, probably, 6 years ago. I went to a barbecue and I fainted from the negative energy. And I was laid out flat on the floor on my back for 3 hours because I don't know if anyone's ever fainted before, but it's just the weirdest feeling. And I kept feeling like I was going to pass out again. So I would breathe deeply, say, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And every time I was in the house, the barbecue was outside, everybody was outside, but people would come into the house. And every time someone came in the house, I would almost go faint again because their negative energy would attack me. And that's why it took me 3 hours to be able to stand up, because that place was loaded with it. And people were laughing at me. So that says a lot. I went to a backyard party, and soon as I walked in the door, I started getting stomach pains. Seems to affect my stomach a lot. And I just got there and had all this food and I couldn't eat and my stomach was killing me and I just wanted to go home. But it didn't dawn on me then. And that was like 4 years ago. So it didn't dawn on me what was going on until I left. Soon as I walked out of the door, got in my car, stomach pains gone. Negative energy. I went to a nightclub. This was like 3 years ago also. And it was just a bunch of people, musicians, who have talent and could stand up on the stage, play their music, and then someone else would come up. So it wasn't like a pickup place. It wasn't like that. And I was there a couple of hours, and then my throat started to close up, and I couldn't breathe. And I asked if there was bad energy here, and they said yes. And they said the energy actually lived in that place. So it wasn't a particular person, but maybe it was someone who used to own the place who was there. I really don't know. So I had to go again, and I left. And as soon as I got in my car, I'm fine. So Like I'm saying, you might not feel it physically, you might not feel it emotionally, but it does not mean it is not there. For sure, you feel it when you get depressed. And when you get depressed, it's from negative thoughts, negative energies. So even if you just broke up with someone and you're all sad and blue, you're going to attract negative energy because sadness, depression draws negativity to you. It's just that now it's super intense. So, fear and worry will pick it up and spread it like wildfire. So please be mindful of your surroundings and check before you go out. And if it's out and you have an appointment to go to or you have a job that you do, then wear crystals and protect yourself from that energy through crystals. Now you can get black obsidian or black tourmaline or both, like I mentioned in the poem, and put it in your pocket and wear it when you go outside. Just be mindful because it's gonna pass eventually. When it's gonna pass, I don't know, but instantly release it because you don't want it to stick around. Now, I brought up the football games. It's a very sad thing how they use media to get to you. I brought this already up before that I had watched a football game, the first Thursday night football game, and it made me suicidal. So you see, it went from the football that attacked me negatively, made me suicidal, to God only knows what this guy was carrying to do this to my stomach, to create such major pains. So it could affect you in a different way physically. It doesn't have to be your stomach, but this is why you have to be aware of who you are, what you are. Monitor yourself. Ask your guides. And you see, my guides warned me and I forgot about it. Apparently, I just brushed it off. I really don't know what I did, but not ever again. So this is the message. So have a great day. I'm not trying to instill any kinds of fear on you at all, if that's what you're going with, because this is not about it. This is about being aware, knowing what's around you, checking with your guides, and protecting yourself. So all of you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining. Bye.